Well, let me tell you something. James Taylor, Stone Cold Steve Austin don't take kindly to folks messing with Skippy the Evil Clown. I saw what you did outside that ring last night, and I gotta say, I ain't too happy about it. You stomping a mud hole in Skippy's ass, that's something Stone Cold would do. Now, James, I don't know if you got a screw loose or what, but if you think for 1 second that you can keep pulling them stunners on Skippy, well, you got another thing coming. Stone Cold ain't going to stand by and watch that happen without opening up a can of whoop ass on you. You listen real good now, James Taylor. You do one more stunner on Skippy the Evil Clown, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to hunt you down, kick your sorry ass, and give you a Texas-sized beatdown like you've never seen before. So think long and hard before you decide to do another stunner to anyone. Now with that out of the way, you're listening to Skippy the Evil Clown Radio.
Alright guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys doing great. Alright, so I have on the line here, he's in the studio right now, it's Mr. James Taylor. Are you there, James Taylor?
You think you're real cute, don't you?
Second, I had you muted for a minute. What was that again?
I said, you think you're real cute, don't you, Skippy? You're over there hiring Stone Cold. You probably hired him and paid him a lot of bribe money to get him to say that.
I might have.
That's all right. You go ahead and do whatever you think.
So you own, okay, listen here, Mr. Taylor. You own PWF. I own the radio station.
You're right. You're not wrong on that one.
And you own your Nemesis Sessions, too.
Yeah, I own the Nemesis Sessions. That's my podcast. And you've been on that, mister. And and anybody else is welcome on it that wants to talk wrestling. So, but we're not out here to really promote that. We're here to talk to you on the radio today. So how you doing?
I'm doing very well. And honestly, I'm happy you're here. I know I beat you down a lot in the ring. And, there's a lot of sweat and tears. I don't really cry. But anyways, a lot of blood, a lot of broken bones.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's part of it. So what do you got me here for today, Skippy? I mean, are you here to talk about a match? You here to just question things? You want to know about my career? You want to know about the cats that I like? You want to know about dogs? I mean, what do you want? You want to know what I like on my pizza? What do you want? You no, I'm sorry.
What was he gonna say? What was that?
I'm gonna be professional, Mr. Clown.
All right. What I want to know is last week, I believe it was on a Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that was the last Saturday. Yeah.
At PWF Accelerate, you jumped me after Curtis's match.
I actually jumped you. See, that's how many times, obviously, you've been hit in the head. You got a few screws loose, Skippy, and I understand that, and I apologize. I'll make sure that the insurance is paid for because you're going to do every bit of it when I'm done with it. But what happened was I attacked you before the match to try and screw you over with Curtis Reel, but apparently it didn't work. And I just was standing up there at the top of the ramp, and then you decided you wanted to come back and get some more James Taylor, and we had to have security break us up because I was going to tear your head off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I might, you know what? You probably hit me in the head so many times I forgot. I'm going to be honest with you, James. Like, me and you in the ring, we always give it a show. But you know what? You'll never, ever in your life win the PWF World Championship I took from Lethal Injection.
You know what? The only reason I'm even going after it right now is because you've disrespected Skippy, and that I don't appreciate. You get upset at me because I dropped your sister on her little head, and you've been just after me ever since. And then not on top of that, you also got to worry about somebody like Necrofang. What do you think about that? Let me ask you. I'm going to conduct this radio show for a quick minute. What do you think about Lone Wolf, Mr. Necrofang, wanting a gun for you? Because for some reason, he thinks that I'm in his way to get to you.
Oh, supposedly I opened the gates, as always. Necrofang. Well, what I think about him is the next time we're in the match together, I'll put a permanent muzzle on his wolf face of his.
Yeah, that might work, Mr. Skippy.
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
What?
Who won the YouTube championship?
Yeah, and then you retire it because you wanted just to rub it in everybody's face. That was your little FU back to Necrofang, wasn't it?
You might be right there.
I get it. I understand you. But you see, Lone Wolf, he upset me because I won your dumb little tournament that you hosted last year. And I deserve the right to be champion and won that opportunity to face you one-on-one. And that's why we're in the big mess we're in now, because Lone Wolf is a little thief. He goes around and steals belts. And then here we are today at where we're at now. What do you think of that?
I think it's crazy. Yeah, I remember the Skippy Clown promo wrestling tournament. That was like months ago, or even it was a long time. And Lone Wolf, he got some help, and all of a sudden took the Skippy Clown promo wrestling school tournament belts from you because you made the finals.
Yeah, and that I don't understand what his problem was. He was in the he stuck his nose in my business, and that's uncalled for. He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I understand. All right, James Taylor, I say we're gonna play a song before we come back because this ain't like the Nemna sessions. All right.
Oh yeah, I like some music. What you got for me today?
How about your theme song, Burn Halo, Save Me?
There you go.
All right, that's next.
Every other little chance I take, I've left my mind.
it's Burn Halo Save Me.
Yeah, the best entrance music that you could ever have. And when people hear that, they know that business is about to pick up.
That is true. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. It is a very good entrance music. I really like it.
Appreciate that. You're a good kid. You're a good kid, Skippy. I like you. Not very much, but I like you.
I am not a kid. I'm a clown.
You're an entity, aren't you?
I'm a evil one. And speaking of that, you gave my sister Puddin a stunner.
He was in the wrong place at the right time. I'm sorry, buddy.
You know it's funny, James. I should take this chair and smack you in the head with it.
You know, that could be one way to go ahead and solve all this, Skipster. But you see, the thing is, while you're playing hopscotch around the idea of what you're thinking about doing, which would be a dumb idea, I'm over here running this program, running the show, and I just look at the ratings. You're already going to get the ratings going up with me on your radio, so you're welcome for that. And number two, me giving your sister a stunner was probably the best thing for her career, because look at her. She's not only a women's champion, she is a two-time women's world champion right now. You're welcome.
Hey, understand this, all right, James? You are not her coach, right? You don't show her the ropes. You don't. All right? Listen, you do not show her the ropes. When you gave her a stunner, that made me angry.
You know what? I really don't care how angry you are, Skippy, okay? I'm over here doing what I got to do to get the job done. I am a nemesis. I am a tyrant king. I am not to be messed with. She was in the wrong place, wrong time. I wanted you, but you sent her out because you were too scared to come out yourself. And I understand that. You being from a haunted area, haunted attraction, your haunted circus, your haunted carnivals, whatever the hell you come from. No offense, Skippy. But for a guy who's supposed to be so evil and so scary, why do you fear the nemesis, James Taylor?
I don't fear you.
Then why'd you send your sister out?
Well, why? Why didn't I send my sister out?
I'm putting you on the spot. Why, Hotshot? Come on, you're sitting there with 15 pounds of gold in your lap. You're over there flashing it in front of me like you're trying to mock me or something with my PWF World Heavyweight title. That championship is what is the ultimate prize in this business today. In all of 2K EFED history, in all of promo wrestling, it is the top #1 world championship in all of social media. You have it right there in your stupid little lap, flashing it at me, and it's pissing me off. But you know what? I'm going to let you remain champion. But I tell you what, Defiance 3 is right around the corner. And you'll find out next Sunday, 1 week from tonight, ladies and gentlemen, mind you, on YouTube, PWF Accelerate, Episode 9, Season 4. Check it out. I've got a major announcement, and I'm going to address what the main event stipulation is, Skippy. But you know what? I am open to ideas, Clown. I am open to ideas. Is there a certain type of matchup you'd like to have between you and me?
Oh, I have a perfect matchup for you, Mr. James. I gave Mr. Stunner a call, and as you've seen, I really think he wants to whoop your ass. And I'll say that because I own the radio station, right? I can say that one cuss word. But you, I don't think you could take on Stone Cold Steve Austin himself.
Well, I mean, there's really no reason for me to take on Stone Cold Steve Austin. You see, we're actually drinking buddies.
So you go to the bar, you sit down, you take a beer, you take a drink, and you talk about me?
No, he actually invited me to his house the other night. I went over there. We were hanging out in the shop, was on the Steve Austin show, and he did his first cold plunge yesterday, and he said, nope. It was so funny. I posted it on my social media. Go check it out. And go follow Stone Cold at Steve Austin BSR for the Broken Skull Ranch on Instagram, ladies and germs. But nonetheless, Skippy, we're not here to talk about that because I'm not going to fight Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's exclusive to WWE. He's not coming to the PWF. As much as I'd want him to, he's not going to. You're talking to the be-all, end-all in this business, okay? I mean, if you got that much of a personal beef with me, with your little burnt makeup on, with your little red hair, your stupid little balloons you got hanging around in this little radio station, I ought to just take this microphone and stick it straight up your ass. Period.
You ain't sticking nothing up my ass. When you are in my radio station, all right? You're in my territory right now.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be a pro because I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play your game. I'm going to play the nice guy right now. I'm going to play the nice guy. We'll do things your way, Skippy. What do you want to ask me? Go ahead.
I want to ask you, how many chairs does it take to knock you out?
You're probably going to need every chair in this office to get close to knocking me out. But I promise you, I'm a little bit hard-headed. I am a Taurus. So
yeah, I see that. In this next song, this describes me and you. It's Godsmack, Emily. That's next.
Is this mic unmuted?
Yes, it is.
Why do these headphones smell like freaking flesh.
Don't ask me. I mean, it could be, the chili. It could be the chili.
It could be the chili. I mean, it's not Pringles for sure, but it does smell like burnt bacon.
I'm going to show you a burnt bacon when I put you in the kitchen.
Oh, Lord. I'm not going to cook you a dinner before I beat the hell out of you, okay?
All right. I understand. But you know what? When we have our match together, you and me are going to fist, kick, and break each other's bones.
Well, what are we going to do about the whole Necrofang thing? Because obviously he wants a piece of you and me.
Well, the question is, why did you put me with Peter Richards, the God of PWF, versus you in Lethal Injection?
Because you deserve it. You deserve to be in the same ring with Peter Richards. You deserve to have him as a tag team partner and go against me in the Lethal one. Because if you're so great as a champion, let's see those two guys, you and Peter Richards, both champions. Y'all shouldn't have no problem, right? Going against two veterans like me and Lethal Injection. We don't even have titles. But you know what? I like to see what you two bring to the table. I want to see you two work together. And if you can't work together, well, I guess that's on you. And I sure wouldn't want to be in the ring whenever you get pinned.
I sure wouldn't want to be in the ring if I was Peter Richards, because I'm probably going to hit him with every chair in the arena.
Why would you do that? Why would you waste your time doing that? Because while you're busy over there trying to beat the hell out of Peter Richards, that means your back's exposed and I'm going to tear you up. Well, not on top of that, you got the Lethal one to worry about. Let's not forget that he was the last man to hold that championship that's right there in your little lap. Okay, you think he's not wanting a piece of Skippy the Evil Clown? He wants to rip your head off just as bad as I do. I think you got something more to worry about. You might want to put your feelings about Peter Richards aside, pal, and work together to get the job done. Because I promise you, at Accelerate, you ain't going to get the job done.
So you thought it was great to actually put me and God PWF together versus you and Lethal one.
Here's the thing, Skippy. See, the stipulation wasn't even really announced. Not yet, but here's a little teaser. In that match, in the main event, the winner of that match between you and the God of PWF, Peter Richards, versus me and the Lethal one, the winner of that team picks the stipulation for their matches. So if you and Peter Richards surprisingly win, well, they already got their match. But if you and Peter win, you get to choose the stipulation of what our match is going to be at Defiance 3. But if my team wins, which I know we're going to, me, the Nemesis James Taylor, the Tyrant King, will choose the match of my choice at Defiance 3 to beat the hell out of you in.
Oh, boy. Do you understand? I'm undefeated. Mr. James Taylor.
Yeah, you might be undefeated for 2 years, Skippy. You might have been a former tag team champion. I know you didn't get pinned. It was your partner Leach who lost that. But beside the point, in singles competition, you have yet to be defeated. You know, if anything, just to make to raise the stakes, I might put a bounty on your head. If for some reason, by some miracle, you get out of my reach at Defiance and you retain the PWF World's Heavyweight Championship, I might put a $100,000 bounty on your head, and to the first man to defeat you, eliminate you, and put you on the shelf, Skippy, will be $100,000 richer, and that's from my own bank account.
I like a challenge.
I'm glad you like a challenge. You know what, Skippy? Because I do respect you. You've come a long way in this business. I really do appreciate the fact that you've been exclusive to PWF, because this is the top of the mountain. You're the top of the food chain. Everybody wants a piece of Skippy. Everybody wants Skippy on their program. But Skippy is loyal to PWF. And I thought you were loyal to me, but I think it's just me you don't like, and you just like to terrorize. And, well, I mean, you live up to the name, Skippy the Evil Clown. And I respect that. But after Defiance 3, I think you're just going to be like a little Mickey Mouse haunted cartoon.
It's funny, James. You are saying all this, talking highly about yourself, and Lethal Injection coming over top against me and Peter Richards. I don't like Peter Richardson. He doesn't like me. We've had our issues back and forth. But know this. Maybe, just maybe, if you make me angry enough, I might team up with Peter Richards.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's what floats your boat, big man. But don't take me
Big
lightly.
clown, not big man. That's a clown to you.
Okay, clown. Well, it's 2024. This is a new year, a new clean slate for the Nemesis James Taylor.
And it means a new beatdown for the Nemesis James Taylor.
I hope you understand that no matter what match, whatever match, oh my God, I can't even talk. Why don't you just go to the next song, you silly clown?
Actually, I got a message from Puddin. Are you ready?
Let's hear what that skank's got to say.
All right, let's hear what she had to say.
Well, Jasmine, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Last night at PWF Accelerate, you had to step into the ring with me once again. And this time, it was for the PWF Women's Championship. I cashed in my rematch clause, and oh honey, let me tell you, it was a night to remember. You used to talk all big and bold in that ring, Jasmine, but look at you now. No PWF Women's Championship around your waist, while I'm sitting pretty with the gold. You see, darling, you had a cozy little sleep last night after I planted a foot kiss of death on you. Sweet dreams, indeed. Now, let me make it crystal clear for the Skippy the Evil Clown radio listeners and all you PWF enthusiasts tuning in at home. I am once again your PWF Women's Champion. The joke's on Jasmine, and it's a punchline she won't be forgetting anytime soon. So, to all the little girls out there dreaming of being the champion, remember this. I'm the one holding the gold, and I plan to keep it that way. Jasmine, better luck next time. But let's be honest, luck ain't gonna save you when you're up against a champ like me. The spotlight's on, and I'm shining as the PWF Women's Champion once again. Bow down, sweetheart, 'cause the queen is back on her throne.
The joke's on you.
What do you think about that, Mr. James Taylor?
That's it. That's all she had to say. Is she sitting there high and mighty because she won the championship back at Accelerate last week? Now all of a sudden she thinks she's hot? Come on now.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, James Taylor. You're too funny, man. You're too funny.
Well, I mean, what does Puddin think about the Fatal 5-Way match that's going to happen next Sunday at PWF Accelerate? The Fatal 5 match between her little associate Blaze going against Jasmine, Jocelyn Havoc, Wing Girl, and my wife, the most dominant female in all of promo wrestling, Jillian Taylor. And the winner faces your stupid sister in a Hell in a Cell match, the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match taking place at Defiance 3, the biggest one of them all.
But it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be very fun to watch because I will be very close watching. But of course, I will not attack any woman because I don't do that, James.
How ironic would it be? What are you trying to say? You trying to say something? You're trying to say that I think that I'm better than women? No, I respect women. I was raised by women. My mom raised me to be the asshole and the jerk that I am today. Raised me to not take no shit off of anybody. I'm sorry if I can't say that on the radio, but at this point I don't care because you're getting me a little wild up. I'm going to try and calm down a little bit. But she raised me to not take no crap off of anybody, not even a clown. But, like I said, I was in a mood that night. Your sister was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Unfortunate for her, she caught a stunner. Big deal. That was just a message sent back to you to get you a little more fired up. And apparently it worked. So since you want to keep bringing up the past that took place months and months ago, I mean, I guess this, how ironic would it be that my wife, Jillian, wins that Fatal 5-Way match, goes to Defiance, just like me, faces your sister while I'm facing you, and beats her ass in a Hell in a Cell match, takes her title from her, and I beat your ass that night in the main event and take your title. How ironic would that be?
It'd be very ironic, but it's only in your dreams, Mr. Taylor. Mr. James Taylor.
You know what? You might say it's my dreams. This should be everybody's dream to headline Defiance. It should be everybody's dream to be on the match card at Defiance 3 because that's one of the hardest shows to get on. And when you're on that means you stand for everything that this company has to stand for. And just to be at Defiance 3, I like to dream. But let me tell you something about dreams real quick. I got a good friend, and his last name's Kruger, and he told me that he knew of a clown named Skippy, and he said if Skippy ever stepped in foot in his dream world, he would make you his bitch. Has Skippy ever thought that he would ever go one-on-one with the legend himself, the Nightmare, Mr. Freddy Krueger?
Freddy Krueger. I like his movies, but I never thought to verse him before.
You say you want me to go get Stone Cold, but you know what? How about you versus Freddy Krueger?
All right. How about you and Stone Cold?
Me and Stone Cold? What about me and Stone Cold? I already done told you that match ain't happening, okay?
Then that match ain't happening with Freddy Krueger.
You know what? You're about as confusing as a damn shuffled up deck of Pokemon cards. I'll tell you what.
All right. Well, we're going to the next song, and it happens to be your wife's song.
Go ahead and click that radio. Click that button. Go on to the next song. And I promise you, when we get back, ladies and gentlemen, first time ever, you ain't going to hear Skippy no more because I'm going to rip his voice box out.
And then I'm going to take you in the back, and I'm going to smash every bone in your body.
Bring it on. Hey, you got any fresh bacon in here? Not this burnt bacon crap that's
in the kitchen. And make sure you don't turn your back.
Oh, it's not spoiled, is it? Like it ain't like 8 months old. It's rotten, is it?
No, it's gonna be you.
I'll tell you what. When I walked into this house, it smelled like dog piss in here. I'll tell you what.
No, not at all. All right, we're gonna play a song from your wife. She comes out to the song.
Okay, let's do it.
It's called Paramore. Decode. That's next.
Always me such fools of ourselves. Do you see what we've done? We're gonna make such fools of ourselves.
Alright, that was Paramore, Decode, and this was Jillian Taylor's theme song. Am I right, James?
Yes, I'm gonna try to be civil with you, but yeah, that's my wife's song. That's actually mine and her song. Actually, that's you know how every couple, you know, it's too cheesy. We're kind of trying to tone the attitude down a little bit. This is supposed to be more of a friendly radio station, at least I think. I really don't know, but beside the point. That song has a big meaning. It's a very important song between me and Jillian, and there's the soft spot of the nemesis James Taylor. That song means a lot, and that is her entrance theme when she comes out to it. So it's not just the song itself, it's if you listen to the words of that song, it describes mine and her relationship, period. There it is.
Well, that's nice. Oh. So cute.
You know what? I'm gonna be nice to you, Skippy. I apologize for stunning your sister and not knocking out any of your teeth. Yeah.
No, you want to be civil, and then you say that. Okay,
No,
Mr.
I was
James.
being nice. I was being nice. I'm apologizing. I'm apologizing that I didn't stun her harder. But hey, you know what? It's fine. She's tough. I have to give her credit what credit is due.
You know, since it's Sunday, I'll forgive you.
I appreciate that. I forgive you too. I forgive you too for being smelly, for smelling like rotten flesh, for me coming in here and smelling dog piss and cotton candy. I don't know why I'm smelling both of those, but I forgive you for that, Skippy.
Well,
By the
that's
way,
okay.
thank you. Tell your little associate, whoever she was, thank you for bringing me this Starbucks cold brew for me. I hope y'all didn't lace it with nothing, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh, that was Puddin.
Oh, that was Puddin. She just had a mask on. I guess she didn't want me to see who it was, huh?
You know, I forgive you. You know, I hope you accept my apology. I'll punch you in the face multiple times and kicking you and giving you a sister Abigail. Rest in peace, the fiend, and all that.
Yeah, it did hurt a little bit. You know, it did hurt. I hope you wasn't nervous about being in the ring with Curtis Real because he is Aaron Minor. You know, he is yeah, he's that good.
Yeah, I threw him off the Hell in a Cell last time.
You know, what do you think about that? Let's talk a little bit about a few real quick for the matches for the upcoming Accelerate. You know, that Curtis Real, Obsolete One, and Irish Outlaw will be in a triple threat match, and the winner of that match will choose the stipulation for their own match, another triple threat at Defiance 3, and the winner of that match will go on to be the number one contender to your little PWF World Heavyweight Championship for next season at the start of Season 5, the very first pay-per-view, which we don't know what it's going to be yet. I think it's going to be Absolution, but we'll get more details on that. But nonetheless, whoever the champion is, if it's you, Curtis Real could very well be the number one contender. What do you think of that?
He wants to go for another round in the hospital.
Well, he thinks he doesn't get a shot around here, and so does other people. And people want to whine and cry, but they don't want to step up. It's like they just want to be given it. And then other people want to think that other people were just given opportunities when they have busted their ass to get it.
I bust my
everybody
ass.
has something to say, you know? You know what I mean? I mean, you didn't come in here and instantly get a championship the day you got here. You came in, you challenged me to a cage match. You were too scared to pin me, so you climbed out and won. I mean, that's how it works.
That took 6 months to get my tag team championship. 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. And then a year and a half before you finally got the world title. It's not that you didn't deserve it. It's just you were involved in the stories that you were in the rivalries that you were in, and there it was.
Oh, it seems like Gavin has been watching or listening. Watching.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Well, yeah, what do you think about that, Gavin, doing your move? I've always wanted to ask you that because Dave Johnson, Larry Adams, anybody else that's over there on commentary notices it a lot that Gavin does that. They're like, man, that's what Skippy does. I wonder what Skippy thinks of it. What does Skippy think about old Gavin Frazier, the nightmare Gavin Frazier?
I've been watching him. I've been watching him since day one. And honestly, when he kept doing my move, I kind of want to put my foot where the sun don't shine. But I keep my tongue held because if I get angry, it's bad. I just keep punching. I'm a wrecking ball. I'm a train. I'm a semi that will run you down.
I think you should have just stuck with train and not say semi. You goof. I don't know why you're laughing. It seems like everything's funny to you, Skippy. I get it. You're a clown. Ha ha, funny. But you know what? I watched it the other day, and I just laughed at it. I was like, man, this is actually a comedy. This isn't a horror. I don't know what people are so scared of clowns for. You remember a couple of years ago, there was those people dressing up like you and running around trying to terrorize folks and scare the crap out of them.
You're talking about dollar clown mask and wish mask?
Yeah, all of them, including yourself. I saw you on the news. You were there trying to scare people. Hey, guys, I know where one of them's at. They're over here.
No, James, let's not do that. All right, listen. They had like dollar store masks and Wish's mask, the Wish website. And it was kind of interesting, honestly. The whole thing was, I don't know, it was kind of crazy. And then it went bye-bye, like everything else. But I'm going to be honest with you, James. I want to know a little bit about you.
What you want to know?
I want to know, how did you start backyard wrestling?
Well, it was real funny. So I was sitting there watching Monday Night Raw, and I was just sitting there, and I used to have this bully back in the day when I was a young James Taylor, before I got the backbone that I got now, and he just kept picking on me. Yes, believe it or not, I was bullied, and it upset me because I was too weak and too small and couldn't do nothing. And I was too scared to do anything because I thought I'd get in trouble if I did fight back. But I see this bald-headed sumbitch running around with a goatee saying, I don't give a damn who the hell you are. You're not going to run all over me because I'm going to walk all over you, stomp all over you. I'm going to stomp your ass, and I'm going to go through you to get what I want. Well, I took that attitude. And the next time my bully came up to me, he pushed me. I pushed him up against the locker, and I told him to back the hell away from me. And then he swung his fist, tried to hit me. I ducked. He punched the locker. I got the open locker to the side of me, and I threw it like I wanted to shut it real hard, and I hit him in the head with it, dent the locker. He went down. Everybody was applauding me because I stood up for myself. And then the counselors and stuff came by, and I got detention for the rest of the day. But I got respect from people. And then ever since, I've been fine. I decided I wanted to start working out. And then I said, I want to actually do wrestling. So me and my friends, I asked for a trampoline from my mother for my birthday, my 14th birthday. Got a trampoline. Could you give me a wrestling ring, WWE style? Yeah, here's $20,000. Let's go ahead and fork that out. No, so we got a trampoline, and had a few of my friends come over, and we decided to start practicing wrestling moves. Started taking bumps and doing all that, and then just practicing. So I got the trampoline, we got the friends over, we started wrestling, we practiced and then played matches and stuff for the whole year, And then the next year came. And then when that next year came, I asked for a video camera from my father, who surprisingly got me one, got the camera. And then we just started filming and did our own show. And then we just started practicing and doing matches, recording shows. And then after the show, I would always go back, review the tapes, and watch myself. And where I would mess up on things, I'd redo it and practice it and do it better for the next time, and the next time, and the next time after that. And there it is. So, but yeah, ladies and germs, I mean, that's basically how it would be. I would get in the ring, I would do the show, and then I would go back, review the tapes, watch how I would wrestle, and then I would redo it and keep going until I got better and better, hone in on my craft. After the trampoline, we transitioned to the ground. We laid some mats down, and I took full-fledged bumps on the ground. You know that?
Wow, that's crazy. All right. Well, I do appreciate that story 100%. I mean, honestly, I've watched your matches in backyard wrestling. I think you've been in Tennessee backyard, right? A couple other ones.
Yeah, this is a whole story for that. But yep, I sure have.
That's cool. What do you see yourself in the future?
Well, I'm going into the indies. I joined New South Pro Wrestling. I actually did some training yesterday and was hitting the ring, doing some bumps and stuff. And keep your eye out for New South Pro Wrestling. And look for the nemesis James Taylor to be on your TV screens in the indie scene. And they are very, very strongly attached to the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. So you could very well see James Taylor over there wrestling Matt Cardona, maybe wrestling EC3, just to name a few. And yeah, maybe I'm name dropping a little bit, but I'm going to be going there and just tearing it up and doing what I do best, because 2024, Mr. Skippy, not only in the 2K world is going to be great for everybody, but for the nemesis James Taylor alone, is going to be definitely going strong in the real pro wrestling world.
Well, that is good news, and I can't wait to see you on the TV screen. And who knows, maybe one day I'll just show up and hit you with a chair on your head.
I sure hope that you don't, because I will kick you in that little fat gut of yours and then grab you by that stupid little dimple burnt bacon chin of yours and drop you 1, 2, 3.
Well, James Taylor, I hope you've had a good time on the show today.
Well, yeah, I had a good time. I always have a good time. I just wish you'd, put some Febreze in here next time if I come back.
I do hope you have a safe drive back. It's really snowy out there and really, really cold. And your hands might get frozen, or your feet might get frozen. You might get frostbite.
No, not really. I do ice baths every day. I can handle 30 degrees easy, no problem, buddy.
So I say we end the show. What do you think?
Well, let's go ahead and end the show. How do you want to end the show? You want to end the show with me slapping you across the face? You want me to just go ahead and take that title from you, make you vacate it? What you want?
No, I want to end the show with a good song. How about that?
Okay, we'll do that. That sounds good. Hey, how about you pay me, by the way, for this broadcast?
All right, I'll be sure to call Puddin, and she'll give you Monopoly money.
Okay, that works.
All right, how about we play a good song that you like? How about some Nickelback, Those Days?
Hey, this is a really good song. Everybody pay attention to the words of this, because this is a very strong nostalgic feel for James Taylor here. And for anybody that grew up during the era that I did. And this song just has a lot of meaning behind it. And I appreciate you, Skippy, playing this off my playlist. And there you go.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. And to tell you a little bit about me, I was bullied in school too. And there's this thing, right? This kid, he was shorter than me. He kept trying to get me to fight him. So I went to go fight him. But we went to behind his school, and we had like boxing gloves, and I whooped his butt. He had a black eye, and he had to walk around school. I felt bad, but I got a couple hits too, but I got him pretty good.
Well, that's all that matters, big man.
Yep. All right, and I also had a trampoline where I used to wrestle. I actually broke my wrist once because somebody landed on it.
Really?
Yep, I did it twice actually. I should say twice, yes. It was twice.
Oh, wow.
Yep, it was when I was foster care. Alright, James Taylor, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'll definitely see you in the ring coming this weekend at Accelerate. Where's it at?
At Accelerate?
Yes, where's it at?
You didn't pay attention to the match card. That's what you're telling me, right? You don't like to pay attention to anything, do you, Skippy?
I try to.
Well, it's going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee at the McKenzie Arena, okay? So be sure to be there.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll be flying with my private jet.
Yeah, fly with your private jet, you little son.
Hey, remember, I stole millions of dollars from James. Anyways, next song is Nickelback, Those Days. That's live on Skippy Clown Radio. Good night.
Remember when the streetlights came on and we had to be home? Remember when Elm Street came on, couldn't watch it alone? Remember every prank call we made, it's not 69.